If you are in or near Louisiana, and I don't know, you want to have like a side hobby that kind of brings in a little extra money, the economy is weird right now. Right now, you could win up to $140,000. And all you got to do is catch 7 escaped violent criminals who are considered armed and dangerous. Because while initially there were 10 of them, 3 were quickly caught, and the FBI, ATF, and Crime Stoppers are offering $20,000 each for the remaining ones. And they're offering this cash because reportedly Friday, when deputies at the New Orleans Parish Jail did their routine head count, they discovered that the men were missing. And apparently, the escapees were having some fun with this because they reportedly left parting messages on the wall like "catch us when you can," a smiley face with its tongue out, and "too easy, LOL," with an arrow pointing to the hole. And as far as what actually went down, according to the authorities, the breakout occurred the previous night while everyone was supposed to be asleep. The inmates allegedly just yanking their sliding cell door off its tracks at around 12:23 a.m. and then sneaking into a neighboring handicap cell. Meanwhile, a civilian employee who should have seen them had reportedly left to get food. Also, notably, even after moving the toilet, the inmates shouldn't have been able to actually get through the hole since there's usually a crosshatch of metal bars combined with metal plumbing bolted into the concrete. But according to authorities, somehow at least one steel bar protecting plumbing fixtures appeared to have been intentionally cut using a tool. And so one by one, it's believed they squeezed through, then making their way to a door by the docks where supplies are brought in, and then they scaled a jail wall using blankets to cover the razor wire. With them then allegedly running across 9 lanes of Interstate 10, stripping off their jail uniforms, and making off into the night. And with this, a big thing is while the police are looking for these men, they also suspect that others may be involved, even including within law enforcement.
We have indication that these detainees received assistance in their escape from individuals inside of our department. It's almost impossible, not completely, but almost impossible for anybody to get out of this facility without help from the outside.
So right now, reportedly 3 sheriff's office employees have been put on administrative leave, and you have the FBI believing that more people are still helping the inmates evade capture. All of which is very concerning, especially because these seem to be some really bad guys. More than half of the escapees are either charged with or convicted of murder or attempted murder, and the rest are accused of armed robbery, aggravated assault, and numerous gun crimes. So at least a dozen law enforcement agencies, including the FBI and U.S. Marshals, have spent the weekend hunting for them. And with that, you had state troopers IDing one man through facial recognition software in the French Quarter about 3 miles from the jail, with him hiding under a car in a hotel parking garage and catching him after a brief foot chase on Friday. And then, later that same day, you had police saying they caught 2 more, but no more have been found, at least as of recording. And with that, on Sunday, you had the Louisiana State Police Superintendent saying,
"We're confident this time that we have actionable intelligence on all 7 of those fugitives, and we hope in the coming days, if not the coming hours, that we have them all apprehended, but we need the public's help."
While we're waiting to see if they get these guys, everyone is pointing fingers trying to figure out who to blame. With you seeing, among other things, Republican Governor Jeff Landry saying he's ordered the Attorney General to investigate the jailbreak, the Corrections Department to audit the jail, and the Inspector General to get a list of all pretrial detainees and convicts awaiting sentences in the jail. And Landry then took the time to slam his political enemies for what he calls an overtly soft justice system.
Prosecutors who dismiss cases and release violent criminals must be addressed. 5 of these escapees had been charged while in jail. Their charges were refused by the district attorney. Prosecutors who are unprepared and delay cases for years must be addressed in this court system. 9 of the 10 escapees have been in the pretrial stages in OPCC for years now. I hope that everyone understands that the video of those prisoners escaping epitomizes a progressive criminal justice system.
With this, others, including most notably the sheriff, have pointed to the jail itself being underfunded, understaffed, and overcrowded as the reason why this happened.
This incident has once again highlighted the critical need for repairs and upgrades to our facilities, particularly to ensure that doors and locks are fully functional. We still need 150 deputies in this jail and another 50 for the new jail about to open.
Hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this clip from the full Philip DeFranco show. And also, a big thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring our Clips channel. Turn your passion into profit over at squarespace.com/Phil or use the QR code. Because whether you're launching a business or a lucrative side hustle, your website is your digital business card. It's the only space where you control the story, no algorithms or distractions. And with Squarespace, it's so easy because they got a ton of stunning professional templates with drag and drop editing that makes site design incredibly simple, no coding required. So get started for free at squarespace.com/Phil or scan the QR code on screen and use code Phil for 10% off when ready to launch. Squarespace.com/Phil.